this position because I just got through doing an edited video, or haven't edited my video as it relates to my cam girl chair, my new cam girl chair, the very popular one over on TikTok. But wanted to come here and give you guys a sweet tip on this Monday. Happy Monday, y'all. Haven't been here in a minute, but I'm working towards it. It is my birthday month, Aquarius all day, and wanted to talk to you guys about safety, but not necessarily safety for us. No, safety for the fellas. Now you may be wondering what's up with the shades. Well, for those that don't know, I do have or get migraines. Been getting migraines since forever, right? And so today I had one, and I'm sitting by my window, and one thing about my apartment, it gets a whole bunch of good lighting that's coming through, and I didn't want to I just didn't want my headache to increase. I already took my medication, but wanted to be short. And then again, just wanted to log in for a few hours on camming. But I do want to put emphasis, safety, y'all. Not just to us girls for girl power, and for those that need to see and need to know. So we're not alluding to anything. I am fully clothed. You know, I am a fully clothed webcam model or whatever. So, but yeah, let's talk about safety as it relates to the men. So I'm on the having a session with one of these young gentlemen that come through, and come to find out he's a foot guy, right? And of course, I'm getting I'm on my Chromebook, if you can't tell, which is a different handling than being on a what's it called? Being on my phone, right? Phones are more mobile, more agile, more easy to hold and position in a position. And so, again, he has a foot fetish, and he wanted to see the girls. So he tipped to see the girls below, and all the time we're talking, chatting, and everything. And he's like, "Yeah, I want to see." And I'm like, "Well, let's go ahead and go into a private." Now, what I find interesting is that a man will he will want a lot of stuff in free, he will tip in free, but when it comes down to, this is a whole nother topic, I'm just sidebarring for a second, but when it comes down to him actually wanting to, I don't know if it's so much the money, I guess that's what it is, all of a sudden he doesn't have time. So, but I say all this to say, in this case, I don't think that's what it was. So he's like, "No, goddess, I can't go in, I can't because I am driving." I said, "Huh?" He said, "I'm driving." I said, "You're doing all of this and you're driving?" I was like, "I know I'm wicked, but I'm not that freaking wicked, right? I know I'm sexily wicked, but we're not about to have you crashing and a lot of other stuff going on, right?" So I said, "No, we can't go any further. We're not going to go into a private." He said, "Well, I'll wait till I get home." But as soon as I said, "Why don't you pull into your driveway, wait till you get home?" Now, who's to say if this guy, once he gets at home, the wife is home, the kids are gone home, mom's home, whatever. So maybe this was his only opportunity. But if that's the case, then pull over in a Walmart parking lot. I'm just saying, safety first. Pull over, period, But yeah, he was determined to, steal, I don't know. And I said, "Is this something that gets you off?" Because years ago, and I still have the recorded video, I had a man come through, and he was extremely turned on by a woman who revs the engine of her car with her feet barefoot, right? And yes, I did it, y'all, with my JJ7. For those that remember, I had a little Toyota Corolla, the same one that made it up the hill to Vegas when I used to do car life, van life. But anyway, so yeah, I did that. I probably shouldn't have, being that my car wasn't in the best condition anyway, but I did it because why not? And I was parked, and it was about revving the engine, and that was something that turned him on, just to see a woman's bare feet on the pedal. So anywho, very, very in tune to different types and styles of foot fetishes. But I say all that to say, this guy today talking about some "No, I'm driving, goddess, I got it." No, you don't got it, because and mind you, I did, before I had this information, I showed him my feet, because I'm thinking he's home, he's stable, he's parked, right, whatever the case is. And come to find out, he is not. He's driving, and I had to ask him, "Is this something that turns him on?" And this is why I brought up the other guy, and he was like, "No, I was just driving." And I'm like, if you don't take your butt to the house, or to the parking lot, or to the garage, or pull over to the side of the road, I wouldn't care if he pulled over to the side and put his hazards on, if he needs it that bad. but no, we're not going to drive and be doing extras. And so my sweet tip to the ladies that are in the industry, even some of the webcam models, you know, urge, maybe it's just my nurturing way, maybe it's just my motherliness coming out, but same thing I would have told my son. I'm just saying, pull over to the side of the road, you know, safety first. You know, I even jokingly said this to him, and I hope I can say this right here at YouTube. I even told him, I said, all that you want from me and desire and whatever's turning you on, I said, none of that's going to matter if your liquids, I guess I can say that, if your juices are frozen in the morgue, you know, like, that's all bad. I had to try to make it kind of gruesome for him in a sense that or you know, get off the damn phone, basically. This is not the time. You know, you got time. There's places and spaces you can go to handle your business. And so, as one cam model to another, I just want to say sweetly to you guys, just be mindful. That's what I'm saying. Just be mindful. If you notice that these guys are on their phone and they're absolutely driving, especially if you go cam to cam and you see that they're driving, don't partake in that. That's just my sweet advice. It's not, all money isn't good money. And no, I have them pull over to the side. So he didn't want to leave. So I ended up just closing out the session for him. I said he doesn't have the discipline to do it. I'm going to be that for him. I'm going to be his safety net. We're going to not do that. And so I went ahead and I logged off, you know, and just kind of like, or I went ahead and put a 10-minute, my 10-minute break so he could see that I wasn't playing. And when I come back on, I mean, I don't know. Some might say, well, what if he's lying? What if he's this? Everything is to be, as I always told you guys, I'm spirit woman first, right? So spiritually, that doesn't sit well with me. How about that? Spiritually, it just don't sit well with me when a man, woman, person is so turned on. Let me tell you how I feel about it, and I'll be out of here. Being aroused, okay, while driving a vehicle, to me, is no different than being intoxicated. In fact, arousal is intoxicating, okay? So therefore, the likelihood of you being aroused while driving and getting off, or you're going to get off all right, you're going to get off on the side of the road. I mean, man, I just wanted to share it with you guys, but to my cam models who needed to hear it, I mean, hell, you know, if you're that kind of way, if you don't care, and some of you guys don't even have any type of feelings towards these men, and some of you might be like, good riddance, go fall off the side of the road, I don't give a damn. But as for me, it matters, okay? Anyways, you guys, bye for now. One love, kisses. I'll be back with some more updates, you guys. I do feel my headache subsiding and everything, so that's a good thing. But I'll be back, you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and upload the video on the review on my Cam Girl chair, which is right here. But anywho, bye for now. One love, kisses. You guys will hear me. See me in the next one. Bye bye.